everybody. So this is my episode recap of Spider-Man. New episodes, three of them, and yeah, this one's called the Duel with the Devil, I think. And yeah, so this was a really cool episode. Remember in the last episode where Peter invited Harry to the movies with Nico? Well, they're trying to get to know each other, so Peter is trying to invite Nico on a friendship day, and they're gonna watch a movie, and they watch Predator. But then Peter had to go with Norman for a Spider-Man mission, and guess who he meets? Daredevil. Yeah, I think it is voiced by Charlie Cox, and they even played the Daredevil theme. And they fought, and it was really cool. It was a cool battle, but then Daredevil's like, he's hiding something. And Peter's like, everyone's hiding something. Look at us, we wear masks. But after he fights him, Nico and Harry try to get to know each other better. But Nico's like, Peter doesn't keep secrets from me. But then Harry's like, well, then you know, and then know what? And then Nico finds out that Peter is Spider-Man. Oh my gosh, and Peter, and then she starts crying because she's like, he never keeps secrets from me. And then she had to leave, and Peter like, I can explain. And then Harry's like, I thought she knew. Oh wow. But that was cool that Spider-Man faced off with Daredevil, and they played the theme from the Netflix series or the Disney Plus series, and it's just really amazing to hear, and it was a cool battle, and I'm glad. I thought it was awesome. We got to see Daredevil and Spider-Man interact with each other. I wonder what Norman's secrets are. But then there's another story with Lonnie Lincoln, and he quits the football team because he doesn't have time because he's with his team. And then he goes to his brother and he's like, yeah, I hope you appreciate this. And he's like, I'm the screw up. Like, I just want to join his team so I can feel important. Then Pearl's like, I need you to talk to me. And then in the next episode where Peter's trying to explain to Nico, like, what's going on, and then Peter and Pearl have a conversation, and I thought the conversation that Pearl and Peter had was really sweet. Like, Pearl has problems with Lonnie Lincoln, and there's like a class project they had to do later, but I like that they had to talk about what's going on with their problems. I thought that was sweet. Also, there was another part where Norman Osborn was talking to Secretary Ross, and he does look like how the original Secretary Ross is designed and how Harrison Ford now, but Norman had to talk about like what's going on with the Sokovia Accords, and then he brought up Spider-Man, but he told him someone else was Spider-Man, I guess to protect him, but then later they tried to find Dr. Octopus, and it was at this lab with the authorities. Is like, you disobeyed the Sokovia Accords, and then they finally captured him, but then Iron Man appeared later to capture Dr. Octopus, and it's in his classic design, but like it has a mix between the MCU design and a classic design, which I thought was pretty neat. And Ross was there, and the fight with Dr. Octopus with the police was pretty cool because he brought these Dr. Octopus robot arms, and it's not attached to them, but it's in his lab, and he used all this tech to fight off the authorities, which I thought was pretty neat how they did that. But they captured him, and he is using gamma radiation because he was creating the Scorpion, because later Scorpion appears and he's fighting the people in the warehouse, and then Spider-Man had to face off, and then but then there was a part where Pearl finds out that Lonnie Lincoln joined the game because his brother told her, and he was like, you can't be here. And then the Scorpion shows up, and then Spider-Man comes in and he fights him off, and he had to save him. So it's like, Lonnie, what are you doing here? And then Pearl, and then they had to leave, but Spider-Man was facing up, and it was a cool action scene. And Scorpion was trying to fight the evil rival gang that Lonnie joined, but Spider-Man was trying to save people because that's our great Spider-Man. But then there was a part where an I-beam or a thing fell on him and he was trying to lift it so it doesn't crush anything. But then, get this, Scorpion stabs Spider-Man and it looked painful, and it was like, oh, and I was scared, what's gonna happen? And then after the battle, thing was coming out, and I was like, is Vulture gonna appear? But no, it was Norman Osborn's glider, like the Green Goblin glider. But then the glider had to pick up Spider-Man to protect him, and the fight was pretty cool. Like, there was a part where Spider-Man thought he got all the Scorpion and whipped him up, but then the gamma radiation was making him stronger, but then Spider-Man, like, he ran out of web fluid, and it was really intense how that happened. And he tries to face off Scorpion without any webbing, and that's how he got stabbed, and it was really intense. So he had to go to the hospital, like an Oscorp hospital. So he's like, no one knows you're here. But then I think doctors was like, he's just a kid, and he healed really fast. But another story was Nico and Harry. Like, Harry was trying to talk to Nico and even tried to explain, like, he was just trying to protect you. It wasn't really about trust. It's one thing to put himself in danger, but he doesn't want to put you in danger. And then there was a part where Nico was driving Harry's car, and then they were racing with this lady, and then she won the race, and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm surprised he didn't get arrested. She doesn't even have a license, and it was really intense. And then Nico had to think about after what Peter did, and he was like, he didn't trust me. It was like, he's not really about trust. He's about, like, he just wanted to protect you. So I hope they try to resolve that. But yeah, in the other episode, after when he comes home from the hospital, Aunt May was like, what happened to you? I was like, oh, Harry was trying to show me skateboarding, but I got hurt. Shouldn't have done that. But then he got healed up better. Then he had to go to Pearl's house and do the science experiment, but she was sad because Lonnie, but then Lonnie and Pearl had to talk, and it was like, I don't want you to join this game. If you keep doing this, it's over between us. And Lonnie's like, okay, goodbye. And that was a sad, and even Peter had to go talk to Lonnie, and he was like, Lonnie, this is dangerous. You can't. I know enough, but you can't join this game. You're gonna get yourself hurt. It's like, I'll do whatever I can. And I feel bad for Lonnie. Like, he was such a good kid, but now he quit football team, and even the parents, like, they don't know. And like, he's fully becoming Tombstone, but the parents, like, he's only trying to help them and help his brother. But now I wonder what else is gonna happen later in the episode. Also, you know Dimitri, the guy who with Unicorn and the others, and who's that guy who is working with Shield? Well, he appears again, I believe, and he wears the white mask, and it's Chameleon. Like, I, Dimitri is supposed to be the Chameleon, but he tells him about everything about the game, and it's like, we know where he is. And but then I believe Scorpion was trying to just almost destroy the city, and his white Future Foundation spider suit, Peter's spider suit, was destroyed, and then he like, my suit's destroyed, and there was like a part where, well, we made you a new suit, and I looked at your drawings, and yeah, he looked at his drawings, and I added more color, and it's the original comic accurate spider suit. You don't fully see it, but you see a little half of it, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna wear this comic suit. But then it ends there, like, it just ends there, like that's how it ends. And I was like, oh, but I want to know what happens. Yeah, I want to know what happens after that. Like, how is he gonna defeat Scorpion? But we'll have to wait till the next episode. These were some great episodes. Also, there's a part where I want to bring up where I almost thought that Norman Osborn was gonna bring up, with great power comes great responsibility. But he says, with great power comes great respect. And yeah, he says great respect instead of great responsibility. So who's going to say with great power comes great responsibility? Because obviously they revealed that Uncle Ben passed away. And they showed a picture of Uncle Ben. Also, in Amazing Fantasies, Uncle Ben never really said with great power comes great responsibility. Only Peter figured that out after Uncle Ben died. So I wonder, is Aunt May gonna say those lines, or I wonder what's gonna happen? And Lonnie was helping cheering on his team, like, let's go face that Scorpion. And it's like, come on, we can do this. I was like, yeah, but I'll be scared to face up the Scorpion with that giant mechanical tail. These were really great episodes. Like, I like how, like, Nico finds out that Peter is Spider-Man. And I hope their friendship gets healed up. I feel bad for Pearl and Lonnie. Like, I wonder how they're gonna resolve that. And why would Lonnie continue to join this game? Like, he was doing so good in football, but he was doing it to protect his brother, and and his family had to come first. So, but his parents don't even know if he's joining this game, and they're worried. So, like, there's a scene where they were worrying. So I wonder what's gonna happen next after that. And I can't wait to see Spider-Man face the Scorpion in the comic accurate look. It looks really great. I'm really excited for the next episodes. These were great episodes. They got really intense. Like there was like, oh my gosh, what's happening next? And I'm really excited for the next episodes. I hope you all enjoyed these episodes. And what were your thoughts? Which one was your favorite? And see you next time.